Good morning, Mr. Brock. Good morning, Lawrence. Smiles, everyone, smiles. The golden sun began to rise over the lush palms of Fantasy Island, casting a warm glow upon the docks as the majestic white boat arrived. Mr. Rourke stood with his customary poise, adjusting his pristine white suit while Lawrence bustled about with his usual infectious energy. Well, Lawrence, there is your friend, Mr. Baldwin, and his employer, Mrs. Leslie Donnell. You do have the fantasy straight. Mrs. Donnell, a widow, wants to spend the weekend with her butler, as if they were two ordinary people in an ordinary relationship that could develop into what she has dreamed about for some time, a romance. Lawrence looked at the elegant woman stepping onto the pier and blinked in surprise. Mrs. Donnell ordinary? Oh, I do hope I have not made a mistake. Mr. Rourke offered a knowing, gentle smile. The only mistake will be on Mrs. Donnell's part. How is that, sir? Her mistake would be in raising her expectations so high that she loses sight of the real man she wants to know. As the guests continued to disembark, Lawrence's eyes fell upon another figure, a woman with a grace that even a visible limp could not diminish. That lady, sir, I remember her. She was a great dancer some years ago. Miss Julie Mars, some say the most talented dancer of the modern era. As I recall, she mysteriously retired at the very height of her career. She uses a cane. Mr. Rourke's expression softened into a look of deep, quiet reflection. Her retirement was forced, Lawrence, an automobile accident. What a dreadful tragedy, sir. Yes, she was injured right here on Fantasy Island, and her fantasy is to dance once more. Lawrence looked at the cane and then at the challenging terrain of the island. Her fantasy must be difficult for you to arrange under the circumstances, sir. Mr. Rourke sighed, a sound filled with the weight of years. More than you know, Lawrence. You see, I was responsible for her accident. Mr. Rourke stepped forward to greet the newcomers, his voice echoing with a welcoming resonance. My dear guests, I am Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Mrs. Donnell, arriving under the name Mrs. O'Neill for the sake of her fantasy, beamed at him. Mr. Rourke, I am as excited as a debutante. Well, it becomes you, Mrs. O'Neill. Debutante balls were such a lovely old-fashioned tradition. Oh, where I come from, everything is old-fashioned and full of tradition. Which is why you are here. Lawrence watched the interaction, nodding in agreement. Well, Lawrence, trust you to think of everything. I try, sir, I do try. Mrs. O'Neill turned her gaze toward the man standing tall and silent behind her, her butler Baldwin. You know, Mr. Rourke, not once in all the years we have been together has Baldwin ever let it show. Let what show, madam? What that he feels. What I feel. Mr. Rourke looked at the professional, stoic man. Could it be, Mrs. O'Neill, that your curiosity about the man behind the cool, professional exterior has led you to read something into the relationship that does not really exist? Oh, no. No, Mr. Rourke, it is real. For both of us, I felt it. Baldwin, ever the professional, stepped forward to address the practicalities. Excuse the delay, madam. I have seen to it the maid finished your unpacking. I have sent the gown you selected for tonight's reception to be pressed, and I have confirmed your luncheon reservations. Leslie smiled warmly at him, her eyes searching his. Thank you, Baldwin. Now, please, sit down. Baldwin paused, a rare moment of hesitation crossing his face. Very good, did you say sit down? It is quite all right, I assure you. Please join us, won't you? Yes, do. Leslie took a deep breath, ready to shatter the professional wall. Baldwin, I do not want you to be my butler anymore. Oh, for the time being, anyway. Baldwin's eyebrows rose slightly. I had always thought my services were satisfactory. Oh, they are, as far as they went. Oh, that is really not what I meant to say. Lawrence, help me with this, please. Lawrence stepped in with a cheerful grin. Well, Baldwin, dear fellow, Mrs. Donnell's fantasy is for you two to spend the weekend, shall we say, together. Not as employer and employee, but as man and woman. Is this a joke? No. Oh, dear, This is embarrassing. Baldwin, all All these years together, I always felt that there was something very special, something personal between us. Surely I could not have been mistaken. Mr. Rourke looked at Baldwin, waiting for a response that was more than just professional courtesy. It will be just for this weekend, Mr. Baldwin. 2 short days to test this feeling Mrs. Donnell describes. You have not denied this special contact between you and Mrs. Donnell, so, what do you have to lose? I am not sure yet, sir. Mr. Rourke gestured toward the beautiful tropical landscape. In any case, it is a beautiful day. Fantasy Island is yours to enjoy, so why not take your charming companion to lunch, As the couple departed, Norris, one of the island staff, noticed Mr. Rourke staring out at the sea. Sir, is anything wrong? Mr. Rourke did not answer immediately. Sir, I said, is anything wrong? I am quite all right, Norris, thank you. Miss Mars is meeting me here. Yes. Of course, I know nothing about the accident involving Miss Mars, but if there is anything I can do for you now, anything at all. I appreciate your concern, Norris, but, do not trouble your head over my problem. As a matter of fact, sir, I was practicing a bit of advice I have often heard you give. When considering yourself, use your head. When considering others, use your heart. Mr. Rourke turned to him, moved by the sincerity. Thank you for reminding me, Norris. Thank you. Soon, Julie Mars arrived at the small outdoor theater where she had once performed. She looked at the stage, her hand gripping her cane. The last times I saw you was right here in this very theater, right after my last performance. And you were running out that door? Yes. I have always blamed myself for not stopping you. Oh, Julie. Why did you take the car? Where were you going that night? To that special place that you took me once, when you told me that you could never leave the island, not even for our love. Oh, Julie. I am so sorry it happened. I was devastated. And you would not let me see you after the accident, or even tell you that. I did not want to hear you say, I am sorry. I wanted to hear you say, I love you. Oh, I always loved you. I still do. And I love you, too. What happened was a long time ago, but you are still here. And the only thing that has changed is that I walk with this cane. And do not believe in miracles anymore. Mr. Rourke looked at her with an intensity that seemed to defy the natural laws of the island. I can give you your fantasy, Julie. To dance. To dance the way I used to dance. Yes. Oh, darling. Please. Please. You must understand. You can tell no one else about your fantasy. And it would last only for these 2 days of the film festival. Oh, I do not care. Then stand here. Now, do not move. I cannot. You can. You can. Dance, Julie. Dance. Suddenly, Julie felt a surge of strength. She let go of her cane and it clattered to the floor. She took a step, then another, and then she began to spin. Oh, Julie, Julie. What a joy to see you are happy again. Meanwhile, at a beautiful garden table, Leslie and Marshall Baldwin were sharing their first meal as equals. Pardon me. Baldwin? Yes, madam. Sit down. Stop calling me madam. My name is Leslie, remember? It is going to take practice. Well, that is what we are here for. Marshall. You have to be patient. I have been patient. For over 10 years. Oh, Marshall. You did not have a clue to the way I felt all these years. I only knew how I felt. You certainly never gave me a clue. Then I have learned to be a very good actor, Leslie. So have I. But I do not want to have to pretend ever again. Marshall reached for a glass, but Leslie gently stopped him. No, do not drink it, okay? No, thanks, dear. It flashes. Oh, no, darling. Not with my hat. I was so afraid this might be tacky, but it is absolutely beautiful. Wait. Would you mind if we left? Leslie, darling. Leslie. Suddenly, 2 familiar faces appeared in the garden. Rachel, Audrey. Imagine bumping into the 2 of you. Listen, I cannot stay and talk for. We will get together later. Bye. Leslie quickly led Marshall away, but the damage was done. That man she is trying to hide. I would swear that was Baldwin. Her butler. Leslie having lunch with her butler? Why would she do that? Now, is not that an interesting question? Back at the theatre, Lawrence approached Mr. Rourke. Oh, Miss Barnes is over there, sir. Ah, thank you, Lawrence. I see her. Julie was talking to Edmund Rohn, a prominent producer. It will mean Broadway again, Julie. A hit show and all the wonderful hoopla that goes with it. Are you making me an offer, Edmund? Definitely. Dance this weekend. If you have got even half of what you had, we have got a deal. Mr. Rourke stepped forward. Are you tempting my favorite lady, Mr. Rohn? Nothing you would not approve of, Mr. Rourke. Come on. I am sure of that. Will you excuse us? Oh, of course. Think about it, Julie. Let me know if you will consider it. After Edmund left, Julie turned to Mr. Rourke. You heard what he said? Yes, Julie. I heard what he said. But he does not know what we know. And you cannot tell him or your fantasy will end at that very moment. No. Why cannot you make my cure permanent? Please do not ask me that. Oh, now listen to me. You chose to stay on this island once rather than to live a life with me somewhere else. Even though you told me that you loved me. I did love you. I do love you. Well, then, why? Julie. I cannot leave. I do not exist anywhere else but on Fantasy Island. Not in the way you know me. Do not try to understand it. Just believe that it is beyond even my powers. Those powers to make fantasies come true. They are for other people, Julie. Not for myself. The very fact of our love makes what you ask impossible. I do not believe that. You could find